youngest sister would want to say something. In fact, she was the darling of David. Kindly talk.
Good morning or good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming here to support us. Everybody who's here, everybody who has called, everybody who has just been around us. I was going to read my tribute, but I think I'll use a shorter path. Going with the theme of going with speed, when we were kids, we used to like watching TV and movies together, and we came from that place where you forward and rewind movies and such. And my weakness is when I start something, I have to finish it. Even when it's boring. I don't know, those people who love reading books, and then it's like the book, you're halfway, and you're not really enjoying it, but you really think you have to finish it because maybe it'll get better. And so I think David figured me out, and the truth is some of the movies my father used to get were boring, but I was not at the level to understand, like, maybe we don't need to watch this. Or maybe I was just super determined. So what he would do, because David is just about 6 years older than me, even though nobody believes me, he's just 6 years older than me. So what he would do, is, because firstborns have clout, every time a scene in a movie got boring, he'd be like, oh, Annette, you're being called in the kitchen, or go and get this. And then I sort of had no way of opting out. And then when I'd go, he'd forward the movie, really forward it. And then I come back, and the movie's gone really far, but then it's like, yeah, no, don't talk. We're paying attention. I'll tell you what's happened. And so I honestly didn't know that this was happening for maybe a few years until much later. And then the second thing is Louis, who is just also a year younger than David, but nobody will believe him. So, you know, when the military band is marching in public holidays, and the band has this big hats, the tall hats. And so he told Louis, those are drums. So he was like, yeah, those are drums. And so the thing was that Louis kept waiting to see them drumming, because it's like, yeah, they drum their heads. Like when they're marching, they start drumming their heads. But then what he would do would be the same thing as me, which is he'd distract him, and then he said, oh, you missed it. It's true, they're drums. And I mean, they look like drums, right? Like, just go and see the footage. I don't know when the next public holiday is happening, but just see them. They look like drums. But that is the brother I knew. You people knew somebody else. I don't know. It's just so. But he brought so much joy in my life. He was my guide. He's the one who, all the dreams I've ever had, David has always said, yeah, that's a very good idea. I mean, it's like he's never shot me down. And I think it's wonderful to have a champion for your dreams. And David has been that. Thank you.
I just wish they talk a little. I can see Honorable looking at the watches. Kindly be brief as possible as you can, please.
Good afternoon. My name is Janet. Lucky for you, my younger sister took all the words, so I don't have a lot of words. She speaks so much more, like 100 times more than me. So I want to just say thank you so much for being with us throughout this journey. I have heard so many stories from some of you. I have learned so much about my brother that he was doing that none of us even knew about. And I just want to say thank you. And this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad. Okay, I'd also just like to, I'm married in Nyakach, and probably it's just good for my family from that side just to stand up and wave. And I also want to thank them for coming here to support me. Thank you.
Luis, welcome, and be brief as possible as you can, please. And I know you talk American English.
No.
Kindly go ahead.
Good afternoon. Yeah. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for their kindness and the stories they've shared about David, to let us know a lot. There's another David that the world experienced that we only had a hint of. I'd just like to talk about the last month of, with David. It was about a month ago, David and I took a trip to Ghana. He mentioned that it was the first time he had really taken a vacation. So we went to Ghana, we met some people, we went to Kumasi for I think the Ashanti Kings Silver Jubilee, and we had such a fantastic time. And in the middle of that, David was trying to connect with the kingship over there to organize a conference around traditional jurisprudence. We were on vacation, but still he was trying to figure out a way to add value to it. I hope that's something that judiciary can pick up. But for me, I was excited. I mean, David and I, we started together and, moved to different parts of profession and world where I was doing my thing, he was doing his thing. So this was the first time we were having a vacation together, and I was looking forward to having many more. In hindsight, it feels like that was, a farewell journey between the two of us. I really loved my brother. But thanks so much for the support, the stories, and the kindness that you've shown to our family. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd
like to acknowledge my in-laws, if they can just stand up for a minute.
In-laws?
A few.
I know there are so many people who would want to talk, but we have little time. They are alumni, we are friends, but I think it's we can't allow it now because our time is not okay. We are supposed to change. In this hall or church, we have political line. I just wish to call Honorable Ikana, who has lost a member of his constituency, Justice Majanja. I would wish each one who takes 30 seconds, please, Karibu Honorable Ikana, and you introduce your colleagues, and then we would want to hear the judiciary. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Our Chief Justice, Justice Kome, together with our Speaker, National Assembly, Moses Wetangula,